So this Bible verse, I'm gonna tell y'all. This one, man, it's just saying, man, you seek and you should find, right? You ask God for this, you seek him, you try to find him, you speak to him, right? He's gonna speak. Matthew 7:7. Keep on asking and you will receive what you ask for. Keep on seeking and you will find. Keep on knocking and the door will be opened to you. See, a lot of times we're living this life, right? We're in this life and we're doing our thing, but are we truly seeking God? See, are we truly seeking God in every single aspect of our life, right? And see, that's when things start to become tricky at times, because honestly, it's just solely this. We refuse to seek God in all aspects of our life. Sometimes we seek him when bad things are going on. But do we seek him when the good things are going on? Do we seek him when everything going good? Do we seek him for advice in the good times and the bad times and the in-between? Or do we continue to just keep moving on and keep thinking we can do it on our own and really just rely on our own understanding and thinking that's going to get us where we want to go and think that's going to get us where we need to be? See, a lot of times that's our mindset. A lot of times that's what we're dealing with. That's what we're seeing. That's what we're believing, right? See, and that's the thing. Are you trying to live that type of life? Are you trying to really seek God and know God and be with God and live with God? Or are you just going to continue to live the way that you want to live and not seek him and not talk to him and not really truly understand what his purpose is for your life? So where are you at? Are you really relying on God, or you just kind of sitting back? This quote, man, if I had to live my life again, right, and have a do-over, I would make the same mistakes but sooner. Bro, ain't that so powerful and so true? Tallulah Bankhead. If I had to live my life again, I'd make the same mistakes, only sooner. If I had to live my life again, I would make the same mistakes, but only sooner. So I know some of y'all, I know some people gonna be like, man, I wish I just never made those mistakes in the first place. But how you gonna learn, bro? How you gonna learn? How you gonna grow? See, that's what I'm all about. I'm about learning and growing and making it to the next level, right? And continue to grow and continue to teach and continue to be who God made me to be. But see, if I don't do that, if I don't live that, if I don't continue to do what I need to do and be who I need to be and really rely on God, then what am I doing? See, these mistakes, these things that you deal with throughout life, you need to go through that, right? You need to go through that. Why? Because it is powerful. Why? Because it is something that is going to really shape you. See, that's why I'm saying, man, if I had to do a do-over, man, I would make those mistakes sooner so I could learn from them, so I could grow, so I could be more prepared going into the future, right? So I could set these certain goals, and I know that I have the skills that are now equipped to be able to tackle those obstacles and not have a worry in sight. Come on now, this is powerful. This is what we're talking about, right? This is what we're talking about. This is what we do. This is who we are, and that's why it's so powerful, bro. This is why it's so powerful. And man, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm doing. This is who I am and what I am to be. What I am to be. Now, see if this is your mindset. If not, maybe reevaluate. To handle others, use your heart. But to handle others, you use your head. To handle yourself, you use your heart. See, this is very powerful, right? See, we shouldn't second guess. Once I thought Jay-Z, we change people through conversation, not through censorship. We change people through conversation, not through censorship. That comes into our mind, we should go and help those people, right? We should be able to just use our head and be able to be like, okay, no, what, this is a conscious decision, let me do this. But when it comes to yourself, that's when you got to use your heart. That's when you know that your best interests are at hand. That's when you know your best interests are at hand, bro. That's when you know that you're going to make it, that you are going to do everything necessary to make sure that you are doing the best thing that you could do. And that you know that the outcome of this, the intentions are all going to be pure because you are looking out for the best, for your best interest. You are looking out for yourself. And you're going to do everything in your power to make sure that the decision, that everything that comes with it is going to be worth it. It's going to be something that's going to be like, man, this is what I need. I know I'm not going to be able to let myself down. I'm going to go above and beyond for myself. Right? See, that's the powerful and the most beautiful thing in it. Right? When it comes to others, you use your head to help others. Right? You use you use your head on with yourself too. But you use your heart because you know your heart is going to have yourself at the best interest, right? Come on. See, these quotes we need to hear daily. These quotes we need a reminder of. These quotes going to take us to the next level. But if we don't continue to be ourselves, or we don't continue to grow, then what are we? We change people through conversation, not censorship, right? Think about that. See, it's really through the hard topics, it's really through the conversation, through the connection that we can make with people that are going to make the biggest. Anonymous, if you worry about yesterday's failures, then today's successes will be few. If you worry about yesterday's failures, then today's success will be few. Changes in their life. That's going to make the biggest changes in their life. Think about that. Think about it. It ain't going to be through censorship just because you may have blocked certain things. Maybe you try to hide the truth. Maybe you try to hide certain things. But what is that going to do? Is that going to really make an impact? Is that really going to impact someone's life? Is that really going to change somebody? By hiding the truth, by hiding certain things. No, it's not. That's why we gotta have conversation. We gotta see where you come from, where I come from. Then we just gotta find middle ground, right? Are we always going to jump to the other side? Probably not. But you can find middle ground. You can see where other people come from. You can see what the thought process is. See why they think the way that they think. And we all can still get along. Just because you may have a different view than me, maybe I have a different view than you. Family may have different views, friends, peers, whatever it is. The thing is, we're all different. We're gonna have different views, but see, that doesn't mean that we can't get along. That don't mean we can't be family. That don't mean we can't be fam. That don't mean that we can't be friends. That don't mean that we can't be colleagues, co-workers, classmates, whatever it is. We need to get rid of the whole, well, I ain't about it, right? I don't care, right? To heck with you. Nah, bro. Come on. Conversation. Let's grow together. Let's learn together. Let's do this together. We got this. Come on, bro. Come on. It's all about just us getting along. So if you worry about yesterday's failures, then today's successes are going to be very, very few. Think about it. Come on. Think about it. Look at this. Check this out. Right? See, maybe you may have failed yesterday. And cower. Alone we can do so little. Together we can do so much. Maybe you made some mistakes yesterday. But if you dwell on it, if you were so focused on it, and that's all that you're worrying about today, shoot, you are going to limit the successes for today. And if you do get successes, it's going to be very few because and you may not even notice them. You may not even pay attention. So, of course, they ain't even going to feel like successes. It's going to feel like maybe little baby wins. And in your mind, you're going to be like, man, what's a baby win? Man, I ain't want no baby win. Come on. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. See, we can't be focused on what happened yesterday, what happened in the past. We can focus on today and the future, right? See, where has God brought you, bro? Where has God brought you? He has brought you to this place in time to be somebody greater, to be somebody better, to be somebody bigger. Come on. See, you gotta focus on today. Focus on the wins today. Focus on the successes and the victories for today. Let those victories, let those successes, let those wins catapult you going into the future. Catapult you going into tomorrow. Don't allow the past to dictate to you whether you're gonna move forward or you're gonna take 10 steps back. Right? See, that's what we do. We worry about the past and it brings us back, bro. It makes us step back. It really just declines. Like we're going uphill, make that mistake, and we keep worrying about it. We fall right back into it. We back to square one. We don't want to be back at square one. We want to continue to make it to the next level.